If you're after a car with a cavernous boot, the BMW 3 Series won't be number one on your list.
But the 3 Series GT hatchback has got 520 litres of boot space. That's 25 litres more than the 3 Series Touring, and it puts it on a par with the Ford Mondeo. One nice touch are the underfloor storage compartments in here. There's also a standard electronic tailgate, which is really handy.
Based on a stretched 3 Series platform, its main aims are to be practical and comfortable, hence the GT in its name, which stands for Gran Turismo. But, according to BMW, that doesn't mean it's lost sight of its ethos of driving enjoyment. It says the GT has all the sporty dynamics of the saloon.
That's true to some extent. This car is more fun to drive than an Audi A5, but it's just not quite as agile and responsive as a 3 Series saloon.
One positive trade-off of the slightly less sharp handling is a more comfortable ride.
To get the best of both worlds, we'd go for the £750 3-stage adaptive M Sport suspension package. The 3 Series does feel a bit wallowy in comfort mode, but stick it in sport and it tautens up like an athlete. It's got much sharper steering and far more composure in bends. A 6-speed manual gearbox is standard, or you can pay extra to get BMW's impressive 8-speed auto.
At launch, there are 3 petrol and 2 diesel engines on offer. The best compromise between power and economy comes from the familiar 4-cylinder 320 diesel. It does 0 to 60 in 8 seconds, but fuel economy is a claimed 57.6 mpg. Find out how BMW's claimed fuel economy compares with our tested figures in our comprehensive road tests.
Most of the controls are the same as a 3 Series saloon. That's a good thing because they're well positioned and easy to use. One nice difference is that you sit 6 centimetres higher up. That gives you really good visibility of the road ahead. In fact, it feels more like you're in an X1 than a 3 Series.
Backseat passengers should be happy too. The GT is 20 centimetres longer and 8 centimetres taller than the Touring. This means it's as roomy in the back as a 5 Series. It's not all good news though. The 3 GT styling won't appeal to everybody.
OK, this car isn't as bad as the 5 Series GT. That car just looks too pumped up for its own good. But this rear end is a bit bulbous, and it does look like it's been tacked on in a bit of a hurry.
Avert your eyes from the GT's behind, and the redesigned bumpers and headlights up front look good. And the air curtain vents just behind each front wheel give a sporty look.
If you've ever asked, does my bum look big in this? The 3 Series GT is definitely not the car for you. In this car, the answer is always going to be yes. Another thing that might put you off is the price. The 3 Series GT starts at £29,000 and it's around £1,300 more than a Touring. But for me, the fact that it's as practical and as roomy in the back as a 5 Series makes it worth that extra cost.
Find out more about other 3 Series models and the 5 Series by clicking the link below.